Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. Hope this video finds you well. What you see there in front of you, a lot of little boxes from Tops. I definitely haven't, if you've watched some of the previous videos about the living set, the WWE living set. I'm just not, unfortunately, I just am not that into it. I do have the subscription, and I've said, that I'm going to cancel it or see if I can cancel it. Haven't done it yet. Part of the problem is that the oldest or the furthest back any of the subjects have been was The Undertaker, who debuted in 1991. But things are kind of changing on that front, as you'll see later on. I think. I think you see that if I'm right about the card. If I'm not right about the card, things still have changed. So, for the better. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that. Going to show some of those off, and then I want to touch on. It kind of goes along with the Tops living. Us being a smarter, better, and just more responsible hobby. And I hope that you can agree with what I'm saying. But we'll get onto that. Let's get into some cards. I'm talking too much. So I got the second of Alek Manoah's Tops Now cards, 43 Ks through his first 7 starts, sets the Blue Jays franchise record. I don't check Tops Now with any regularity, so all I can hope is that my collecting friends that know I collect Manoah let me know when he has a Tops Now card, or I'll be stuck buying it secondary on eBay. I did pick up the Wander Franco card. This one had a huge print run. I only got one. And I only got it because of my Tops points that I have. I was able to get both of these for free. I didn't pay a darn thing. Shipping, price, anything, totally free. Just from my Tops rewards. So that's why I got those. Obviously the Manoah for the PC, I would have paid for it, but fortunately didn't have to. So let's dig a little deeper. The rest of these are going to be WWE Living. Scarlett and Karrion Kross. I have no idea who the hell Scarlett is. Karrion Kross, I've at least heard the name. I think he's getting a push now. I don't know if that's on NXT, if that's on Raw or SmackDown, or what it might be. But I do know that he's getting some push. Speaking of people that I have no idea who the hell they are, and that's why it's frustrating for me to get to WWE Living. Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter. No idea. Maybe they're on, I don't know, maybe they're on NXT. But that's part of what's frustrating me. I don't understand why that's what's going on, and you can't give any of the 80s or 90s stars, or more 80s, 90s stars, some love. Very, very frustrating. Hashtag thanks, Tops. So here, this was a special one. These came out the week before the 4th of July. Came for sale. So here are some older ones. I forgot about the Lex Luger. But the Mr. America, I mean, that's got to be Hogan. I don't remember that gimmick at all. I don't know when that was. I don't know if it was 80s, 90s, when he came back in the 2000s or what. But I definitely enjoyed seeing some of the vets. This is more down my alley and what I was wanting when the WWE Living set started. So that has me a bit more optimistic than I was, because also you won't see them here because they just went on sale this week. But the current ones that you can get are, the 2-card set is Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. So, fingers crossed, things seem to be getting a little bit better, at least as far as how I would collect. We got one more here, if I can get it open. Who do we got? Bianca Belair, who I believe is a champion right now, and Naomi, a former champion. Again, at least I know who they are. I don't watch a lot of the current WWE product, but every once in a while, if a pay-per-view's on or something, and I'm not watching something else, I'll go check it out just to see kind of what's going on. Those are my recent Tops mail days. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is something I've talked a bit more on Twitter. I don't know that I've really talked as much about it on my channel. But man, you get a lot of crap in these. It's already irritating that they mail these things separately by week when sometimes I'm getting 2 weeks worth of cards on literally the same day in my mailbox. And I don't understand that. But every one of these living sets, it comes wrapped in one of these. Inside with, well, at the very inside, it comes wrapped in one of those. Those are wrapped around these. I guess let's go with that. Those are wrapped around these boxes. And then inside that box is the plastic box and these spacers. Seems very wasteful. It is wasteful. There's no doubt about it. But what I think we need to do as part of the hobby is be responsible, be smart. I'm no tree hugging hippie by any stretch of the imagination, but I am smart enough to recycle. Thankfully, our town gives us recycling bins and collects once a week, and I also don't even have to sort. I can just throw them in there. But let's recycle this stuff. These things have uses. I will take 2 of these and turn them sideways in a box, like a monster box or whatever kind of box you're using, at least a 2-row box, and put those as spacers to keep my cards from tipping over. I have so many of these, I'm getting 1 per week. So that just seems smart to me. These, same thing. The good thing about these is with them being smaller, you only put like 2 or 3 top loads in. You just take another one. A couple more, take one. They're smaller, so you can more often, you don't have to worry about things falling over as often, I should say. I don't really know what the hell to do with these things. These Project 20 tops now, sleeves. I don't know. I've kept them so far. I'll probably continue. When I get enough, I'll use those as spacers as well. Because we have those boxes where we don't have enough cards to fill a row, and it is annoying when everything tips over. The stack of... Sorry, it's getting a little close. This stack of bubble wrap. I love the ones Topps uses because they're basically you probably, if you've bought, it's open. You can't really show it well. But you can just put your card right in there, wrap it up a time or a time and a half, throw it in your bubble mailer, mail it out. Easy peasy. And the other thing is bubble mailers. I reuse bubble mailers. It doesn't save me money. If anything, it probably costs me more money. If I were selling with any regularity, I could buy them on bulk on Amazon super cheap. I'm probably paying as much in tape and everything else. But the thing is, we waste so much. I was watching a video the other day. It said that on average, the U.S. in waste produces 4.5 pounds per person per day. That's ridiculous. So yes, I reuse bubble mailers. Now actually, I gave a few weeks ago, Texas Card Dude on YouTube, check him out, Brad, I gave him 2 boxes. It was probably, 500 of those so that he could use those. Because he does sell on eBay with regularity. If you're a big seller, it just may not be worth your time because it's so much easier to wrap it, put it in a new one, take that self-adhesive tab off, close it, and go. But man, if you're a seller and you're a buyer too, maybe try to reuse those. Even if it only gets reused once, it's better than, you buying a new one that you send off to somebody and gets thrown away. Like I said, I'm no tree-hugging hippie here or anything, but come on, guys, let's be responsible. Let's think of how many of all of this crap is getting thrown away every day by those of us in the hobby. So I will step off my soapbox now. We're at almost 10 minutes. I'll leave it there. I'd love to know if you recycle things. Leave in the comments. if there's other things you recycle and use, tell me how you do it. I know a lot of people use the blue tape as well. That is one that I don't do, but maybe should consider doing in the future. But yeah, I'd love to hear your comments, your thoughts. You can tell me if I'm an idiot. Tell me whatever you want, but would love to hear your thoughts on that. But that's what I got for today. Have a great one, and I'll see you down the road.